It's day 5 of the Champions Trophy here at the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre. As you can see, it is a marvellous sight, this arena, and we have got a real cracking game for you. It's New Zealand against the USA. They're battling it out for a place in the 3rd place playoff. A bronze medal could be up for grabs. The skies are a little bit dark. Let's join our commentary team, Sarah Thomas and Charlie Broom.
Game 2 on match day 5 and a key match in the battle for a place in the bronze medal game. Whilst we know the makeup of the final tomorrow, there's still 4 teams battling it out for a place in the middle match tomorrow, and 2 go head-to-head here as New Zealand take on the USA. Well, New Zealand have to win this if they want to make the bronze medal. If they do win it, they will be there. The USA can afford the draw. If it is a draw, then the United States will be in that 3rd place playoff. So here come the 2 teams, led out by the respective skippers, Anita McLaren and Melissa Gonzalez. Lauren Crandall, remember, the United States out injured. So the teams take to the pitch, the skies overhead still looking pretty dark, but hopefully the storm will skirt round the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre and we'll get this game away. Right, teams are out. Let's have the national anthems first of New Zealand and then the United States of America.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States of America.
So a team buoyed by victory over Great Britain will look to make it 2 wins from their 5 pool matches as the United States prepare to take on New Zealand. So let's have a look at the 2 sides, starting with the Black Sticks and a change of skipper again. Anita McLaren wears the captain's armband for the first time and she'll be looking to get into the game more in this one than she has in the previous matches. Sally Rutherford returns between the posts in place of Amelia Gibson. As for the United States, they are led by Melissa Gonzalez in the absence of Lauren Crandall. And goalkeeper Jackie Briggs really to keep her back five nice and tight. Dawson, as always, will be key to their defensive structure. Here are the substitutes for both sides. The head coach is Mark Hager for New Zealand and Craig Parnham for the United States. First time that these two countries have met in the Champions Trophy. In fact, it's the first time they played each other in a couple of years. Back in 2014, they played 9 test matches, 3 in the United States, 6 in New Zealand. New Zealand won the series in the United States, and wouldn't you know it, the United States won the series in New Zealand. Well, the United States had an excellent game the other night against Great Britain, beating them by 2-0. They used their fitness levels and pressurised the Great Britain team throughout. Can they do the same to New Zealand? It is Stacey Mickelson that gets us underway with the Black Sticks attacking the goal to our left-hand side. The United States in the all-red. And alongside me, Charlie Brew, in the commentary box for this one. It's Sarah Thomas, and there's a chance here already. It's Stacey Mickelson in on goal, looking for Harrison on the far post, but they can't get it across the face of the goal. Cox still has it. This is Cadell. Cadell spinning away from the skipper Gonzalez. Here is Cox, little look up. Here is McLaren. McLaren will feed it out. Hayward firing it into the head of the circle. Falls to Mickelson, who wriggles out of 3. Here's a chance, shot comes in from Harrison and saved by Briggs. Penalty corner, and I haven't even had a chance to introduce Sarah Thomas, the Olympic bronze medalist with Great Britain, but what a start for the Black Sticks. It's similar to the one they made against Great Britain. Fantastic start. They'll be suitably impressed with that. The Mark Hager standing there, he wants them to start like that, and they've shown intent today by putting Mickelson in a more of attacking role. They were much more effective with Mickelson up front, weren't they, against Argentina? Yeah, I think any coach would want her to be there. You saw the skills then enabling them to get into the circle and win corners. McLaren number 32, to her left is Brooke Neal. Little shift to the left by McLaren, a couple of paces. In it comes, McLaren from the top of the circle, picks it up, Briggs makes a good save. It's back into the middle of the goal though, but it falls kindly for the United States to Julia Ryprecht, and they keep their cool and get it clear on the left-hand side. But Briggs with 2 solid saves at the start of this match, and here is Fee. And Fee gets her feet out of the way. Yeah, good work from Briggs there. I mean, good corner from the top from McLaren. We've seen the threat from her earlier this week, and that's a really good height going in, but Briggs has been getting better and better for me. I thought she played particularly well against Great Britain, and already in this game she's matched up to the opportunities that New Zealand are creating. Dawson to Gonzalez. Gonzalez infield, and full length trying to play the ball across is Fogalski. McLaren, Cox, what a pace to the start of this game. Cox still going. New Zealand know what they have to do. They have to win at all costs. Mickelson. McLaren keeps it alive. Long corner. Hayward takes. Here is Kayla Whitelock. It's free in the circle, off the foot. Carolina de la Fuente blowing the whistle at the left-hand end of the park, gives the free hit. There she is from Argentina. Co-umpire today is Kylie Seymour from Australia. Whitelock with the interception from Dawson's attempted ball. Cox to Harrison. Harrison goes to ground. Here is Julia Ryprecht. Penalty corner given by Kylie Seymour.
Yeah, USA looking to struggle a little bit in defence at the moment, not allowing themselves to step out of the circle and make the early tackle, and allowing New Zealand to get in there and win those corners, causing them some problems.
So it's McLaren and Neal once again. Who's going to take on the responsibility here? A second penalty corner of the match for the Black Sticks. Again, the little shift to the left-hand side. In it comes, it's McLaren, it just bobbles, McLaren goes low, looking for the deflection, it's in front of goal to Merry. Oh, they're queuing up and they're getting in each other's way. Briggs makes a double save, Mickelson and Merry just getting in each other's way, and neither pulled the trigger.
Yeah, Mickelson, you can see she wanted to absolutely smash that one, but here's from the top, it's gone to Whitelock for a deflection, but good defensive play from the penalty corner defensive USA, and Mickelson, you can see, just stops herself from smashing that ball, and in doing so, it closes down her own space.
So, Katie Bam, well, we've seen nothing of USA going forward, but here come New Zealand again with Mickelson. Mickelson into the circle, still going. Mickelson is another one of those mazy runs, but this time she just runs out of space as Gonzalez wins possession back for the United States. And here's Bam in some space opportunity in front of her. Sharkey, number 24, here is Sharkey. Sharkey looking for the cross, head up, pulls it back. Bam comes, can't pick it up cleanly, and Katie Ryprecht was also there on the left post, but the first real opportunity for the United States.
Yeah, this is what I like about USA, is that even though they have to absorb a lot of pressure in defence, as soon as they get the ball, they have this attacking mindset. They're never nervy, they never look to play back and play safe, they always want to go forward.
There's Craig Parnham. Michelle Vertees. Here's again, Vertees rifles it in, and Rutherford just lets it go into the goal.
Vertees, such an important player for USA. I mean, we've seen her in this tournament, how good she is in eliminating people and using her pace and power around the circle.
Here goes Harrison to McLaren. McLaren accelerating down that right channel, just tops the ball into the circle. It was aimed for McLaren, but the United States bring it away. Trying to keep it in. No. There's such joy for Manley. Ryprecht hits the foot. Aimed for Harrison. Last touch by Dawson.
Great intensity from New Zealand at the moment. You can see New Zealand pushing those players forward, trying to get the first goal on the scoreboard, and that does mean inevitably that they leave a lot of space at the back, and it's the opportunity for USA to counter into that.
Katie Bam. Oh, it's Kolijacek. Battling away for possession. Kirsten Pearce, that's a free hit. Mark Hager, the former Australian international. Kolijacek, Vertees. Just runs herself into a spot of trouble there, does Vertees.
See the way New Zealand play, though, they don't play a lot down the left-hand side, and at the moment they've got all their numbers to the right side of the field, and I just think that they do themselves justice if they could get the ball out to the left and attack down there and really create some space for themselves.
Cadell in possession. It's a free hit to the USA. Just coming up to the midpoint of the first quarter. New Zealand with the better of the chances so far. Barring Jackie Briggs to make 3 or 4 saves. A bit of thunder in the area, a little lightning behind the main stand on the far side from our commentary position. Manley up against Webster. Look at the domination of the New Zealand team at the start of this one, and all those circle penetrations that go with that. Forward to Kolejacic. Nice work from Kolejacic, but just runs into Cadell.
I think that's an example there where the ball's come out of the channel, so New Zealand have won the ball back in that channel from USA, and I think it's an opportunity to immediately switch it to the left where the space is.
Well, they're trying to get round the back here, the USA. Brookneal, so the height mismatch with Whitmer. Well, both teams on the far side of that pitch at the moment, and there's ball into space, kept alive by Kolejacic. Kolejacic wins the free hit. Just trying to get it out. It's across the face of goal and turned in. Well, the United States is Kelsey Kolejacic, who's got the final touch in front of the keeper. It didn't seem like there was too much danger there as the ball came across. We'll have to wait and have a look. Rutherford just has a chat as it comes across. Is it Kolejacic or Bam?
So the ball comes in across. I think it's Kolejacic who gets the final touch, but I mean, she's left there completely unmarked, and it's actually a delayed reaction from her, even after scoring the goal. Looks so simple, but I think that's down to the fact that New Zealand just haven't got their marking right in the circle. They need to be so much tighter on players and certainly need to be in front of them.
Kolejacic then, a second goal of the competition for her, and well, this will be a real test now for the Black Sticks, having dominated the opening 8.5 minutes. They find themselves a goal behind as they go AWOL at the back. Katie Rybrecht. It's back inside King. Still going. Rybrecht drops it out. Cassold. Just touched on, and McLaren brings it away. Now here she goes as she just streaks away. Look at the effort from Gonzalez trying to get back, but McLaren just has way too much speed, even with the ball. And Harrison can't win it back.
But given that McLaren's running so long with that ball, it does allow USA to get players back and just condense the space. If she was to give an early ball and play it up, it's very difficult then for USA to get the numbers back, and much more likely to play the playing game that the Netherlands do.
Well, that's been hooked. Cox keeps it alive. Gunson. So Neal. Hayward. Merry, lovely little ball inside. Now a chance here for the Black Sticks into the circle. Cross it comes, off the foot is it? No, long corner. And a drive from Kelsey Smith. And McLaren wants to refer it. So we're going to go upstairs.
Yeah, it did look like it hit the foot from up here in the commentary box.
Carolina, do you know? We are looking for a referral for a foot in the circle.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there it is.
Carolina, I have a decision for you.
Okay.
There was a USA foot in the circle. It's a penalty corner.
So a good referral from Anita McLaren. Now, can she top it off by finding the back of the net?
I do wonder whether they'll go for another drag from the top or whether they'll try one of their variations.
Well, McLaren, Neil and Whitelock from right to left as we look down. Three and one in defence, three to the keeper's left. Gonzalez running one, McLaren and Gonzalez with an excellent #1 run job, and here comes the early ball forward from Michelle Cassel, but it's cut out and back it comes. Harrison and Gonzalez there again. Here is Mikkelsen, still going Stacey Mikkelsen up and over, and in front of her keeper and getting it away is Julia Reinprecht. USA defending in numbers once again. So they shift it round to this left-hand side. Fired in from Hayward off the foot of Katie Reinprecht. Harrison just goes away from her as she pulls the trigger, and the USA have the free hit, which they take quickly. And New Zealand still pressing. Mary gives away the free hit from the tackle on Van Sickle. Full court press from the Blacksticks here. Van Sickle into the midfield, dropped out of that midfield by Felgowski. And it's nicely worked by the United States. Felgowski looks to move it on, but Whitelock comes across to just break down the momentum in the attack. Straight into Mikkelsen, play on, nobody there, says Carolina de la Fuente. Mikkelsen, all on her own. Good defensive work. Mikkelsen looks up, finds the ball into Cox. Cox on the reverse stick. Briggs, it was going wide, but she had it covered anyway.
Yeah, again, a great example from New Zealand, how skillful and quick they are, but I wonder whether there's an opportunity to just play the ball off a bit earlier. Good work from Cox, they're trying to create space for herself and get that shot off.
Well, Caroline de la Fuente didn't see the touch from Briggs from the angle she's looking at, so it was a 16. Cassel can't keep it alive, gives it back to Whitelock. Whitelock on the reverse stick to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen. Back sticks by Felgowski. Whitelock. Well, that didn't move 5 metres before it was fired into the circle.
No, it didn't look like. I'm trying to recall if he was outside the 23 or not, but yeah, I think you're right, Charlie. If that was in, it certainly can't go into the circle until it's been played 5 yards.
Oh, Neil gets half a touch, and it's just as well because there's some pressure being applied here by the goal scorer, Kolijacek. And she's given away the free hit. Played forward to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen, there's Flynn and Harrison in front of her, and Webster, Trey Webster just can't go there, just overrun. Mikkelsen to McLaren. McLaren with a very direct route to goal, all the way through. And it's a 16. Oh, that's not a sociable pass there from Katie Reinprecht to her skipper. Asking far too much of Gonzalez. Right, Hayward with the ball. Put on by Flynn. And now trying to get across is Pearce. Does enough to keep it in play. So that's the end of the first quarter, a quarter that New Zealand dominated, but they couldn't find a way past Jackie Briggs in goal, while at the other end, in a rare attack, it was Kelsey Kolajczyk who turned the ball past Sally Rutherford in the Black Sticks goal, which means at quarter time it's New Zealand 0, United States 1. Well, Sarah, for all their domination, New Zealand made to pay for a lapse of concentration at the back.
Yeah, certainly, you know, as a defender in the circle at international level, you can't be giving the forward this much space. Need to get onto that player, need to get in front of them if possible, because I think even Kolajczyk was surprised with how much space she'd been given in there.
Well, Rutherford surely has to be screaming at the defenders to mark up. Brooke Neal's just nowhere near ball watching.
Yeah, completely ball watching, has become focused on the ball rather than the player behind her, and as a good defender at international level, you have to be able to cope with looking at the ball and finding where your attacker is.
Can't really hear what Craig Parnham is saying to his troops. But he'll be delighted with the way they soaked up the pressure. A few umbrellas and ponchos going on, but it's very light rain, if it is raining at the moment. A lot of fancy dress going on around the park today. We've got some superheroes in front of our commentary position, Batman and Superman. Okay, let's hear from the American coach, Craig Parnham.
Yeah, Craig, there's a great intensity to this game already. Your reflection on the first quarter?
Yeah, it's been quite frenetic for us, really. We need to we didn't settle into the game very well. Gave them a few opportunities, but managed to get back into things. So fingers crossed, we just keep defending well.
I'll let you get back to this.
I think one of the things I'd like to see from New Zealand in this second quarter, I mean, we know they love to attack down the centre of the field. They've got their star players in that area, but USA have become accustomed to that, and they're really putting all their numbers in the centre. So for me now, New Zealand need to start trying to transfer it and get around the sides as well as through the centre.
Feet up the line, up off the stick into the body. Here goes McLaren, he's playing quite deep. Here is Cox. Cox forward looking for Merry. Merry trying to get it strong. Here is Olivia Merry. Tops the shot. Briggs comes across and Dawson tries to complete the clearance. Flynn battling to keep it alive. Play on, says Carolina de la Fuente. And it's eventually cleared by the USA, but a good opportunity for Merry. She just couldn't find the right shot. Penalty corner given. Fourth penalty corner now. Let's have another look at this attempt from Merry.
Great attacking piece of play, finding the inside channel, and Merry just tops that one. You can see it's on her back foot as she hits it, but even so, it goes on goals, and sometimes they are quite tricky ones for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Well, we saw a Carla Rebecki goal against the United States top shot, just deceiving the keeper. So no change at the top of the circle for New Zealand, but Gonzalez has been showing really good pace off the line. Whitelock's just dropped out. Merry now moves forward to the circle edge. It's Neal, good save from Briggs, still alive, swing and a miss from Sophie Cox, and the United States get it clear. Dawson with a little look up down the line. Here's Wittmer. Wittmer, the shout from in front of her, and it's up to Sharkey. Sharkey into the circle, back comes Kayla Whitelock to make the tackle. Dawson looking for Sharkey. The tease. The tease round Brooke Neal, but New Zealand win it back. Here is Merry to Mickelson, back to Olivia Merry, and cut out, is it, by Ryprecht. There's all sorts of collisions, and then Whitman loses her stick. Fee then taken down by Sophie Cox. Just asking everyone to calm down. Cox perhaps a little lucky not to receive a card.
Yeah, it's getting feisty, certainly in that centre of the field, but I think, again, that was an example where New Zealand could just take the time to make an extra pass to go around the outside rather than through the centre.
Sharkey. And onto the foot of Sharkey, but well aware of that 5 metres and just trying to build up. It doesn't got to be a solid 5 metres, you can build it up by shifting the ball from left to right.
Just do an Indian dribble for 5 metres and then get yourself in that circle.
Free hit to New Zealand. Oh, good steal off Pippa Hayward. Here goes Whitmer. Whitmer playing it back under the shoulder. Still alive, Sharkey trying to find Manley. USA have possession. Dropped out. Mary applies the pressure, and Cassold retains possession. Still going Cassold, dispossessed by Pearce. Mary up towards Mickelson. Fee steps in front of Mickelson. Wins the free hit. Rypracht gives away the free hit. Whitelock under pressure from Vitesse.
Yeah, it was almost a very good wing press from USA there. You see Vitesse as the left winger just biding her time and then trying to put that pressure on Kayla Whitelock to win the ball off her.
Here is Mickelson coming across the park. Harrison is outside if Kelsey Smith wants her, but Smith is penalised for shielding the ball. United States with the free hit, which they take quickly. Oopsie, played back in field to Kolejczyk, but the pass was all wrong. Mickelson turning them inside and out, still going. Mickelson, Stacey Mickelson just crowded out. You're right, so you mentioned it, the United States packing the centre of the park. There's 3 of them there, and Mickelson couldn't find the foot or the shot.
Yeah, and I mean, Mickelson's an awesome player and she has amazing levels of skill, as we can see there, but sometimes to me now around the circle edge she maybe needs to be a little bit more direct, and rather than just Indian dribbling in front of her, just drive into that goal.
Gemma Flynn, rather confusing, he's gone and changed her shoes from green to sort of pink and grey. Good work. Oh no, Sharkey penalised for getting in front of Brooke Neal. The crowd in front of her stone appreciate that one. Dawson goes across the back. And now they try to apply the pressure as Cassold battles hard, but Cox. Smith into the circle. Rypracht's there again, up onto the air. Dawson. And a free out to the USA. They certainly play at some pace, the United States. They don't allow the opposition to settle or get back and face up to a free hit. Harrison, Flynn, no, Cadell providing the overlap. Cadell's got space now. Cadell driving to the circle. Cadell to the goal line, pulls it back, and Pearce in the centre of the goal, along with a number of players in red, can't find the touch.
Yeah, great run there down the baseline from Heddle, and it's just those kind of opportunities you can't allow to flash across the goal. Someone needs to be on the end of those, pulling them away.
Turn in field, nothing there, and a chance here for McLaren. McLaren has Harrison to her left. McLaren falling as she tries to play the shot, can't connect, and It's like the Alamo. You have a go, then we'll have a go. Katie Rydprecht wins the sideline ball. Halfway through the second quarter, Rydprecht. Across it comes, it's a bounce, it's gone all the way across first time. And miss-hit by Emily Wilder. Miss-hit cross, miss-hit shot.
Yeah, fair play to her. She's gone for the first time shot. She had the space in that moment and thought she could go for it, but couldn't quite execute it.
Oh, nice skill by Falgowski. Whitelock. Falgowski into the circle. Hayward's got to be careful. Whitmer. And Hayward at full length. Gets it off the park. Whitmer. Have another go. Kolyachik.
What I like in attack from USA, Charlie, is the fact that they get those numbers. So if someone tries to eliminate a defender and they lose out, there's someone behind them to get that ball. When they get into situations like this, they tend to get into trouble.
Ball into the circle. Oh. Good view of the space on the park from above. Sometimes you don't quite appreciate how wide the pitch is when you've got camera on one side or the other.
Yeah, and certainly in a game that's frantic like this one.
Oh, they're in again. Well, they were.
Certainly in a game when it's frantic like this one and you're playing, you're just trying to attack and then the other team gets the counter, you just seem to stay in the same channel. It's similar in games like Korea. When you're playing Korea, you just end up in the same channel because you just attacking, defending. That's why I think he needs a bit more patience now, someone to say, hold on, we're going to transfer the ball around and build up play a little bit more.
Well, New Zealand need 2 unanswered goals. Remember, they have to win this one. A draw good enough for the USA. Hayward. Mary gets past 2 but can't get past 3. Van Sickle up against Hayward. Van Sickle comes away with the ball. And plays it off the side of the park. Neal. Off the foot of Kolyachik. Hayward, well, wasn't a particularly decent pass from Neal to Hayward. And a chance here for Kolyachik. Flynn. Good tackle, lovely tackle from Julia Rydprecht. Just waited, comes infield. Mary with the shave tackle, and it's 16.
Yeah, I think USA have spoken about making little steps this tournament, but for me one of those steps has been the fact that after the first game losing their captain Lauren Cranwell, they looked a little bit out of shape in defence in the second game, but I think Van Sickle and Briggs, the goalkeeper, really settled themselves and sorted the defence out now, and they're starting to look really good, especially Rydprecht in the back, starting to communicate to the people in front of her and getting things really shaped well.
First matches. Big blur of the whistle. Who's picking up a card? It's a green card. Ortiz, is it? Who's making her way to the naughty step? Yeah, it is. Ortiz sits down. First card of the tournament, and this is why.
I mean, does well there to actually win the ball from that. I mean, bit of a physical contact with the New Zealand player, but actually does win the ball.
Cox into the circle, still going. Cox, goalward bound shot. Mary Harrison playing the ball off the whistle. It was in towards Mary, wasn't it?
Yeah, great work from Cox. Initially, though, you could see her using the body of Rydprecht to move off that and get into the circle, but Mary diving in there, trying to make something happen, but as a result, it's hit her body and gone against her.
Cox, have a look up. Cox can't get past Falgowski. Gunson on the left-hand side. Nicholson trying to make something happen, trying to feed it to Trey Webster. Sharkey to Manley. Now, the USA short-handed, but they're going to have a go with Katie Bam. Bam wins the long corner. Dawson trying to get it across on the reverse stick, but gives away the free hit. Here is Gunson to Webster. Webster playing him. That ball is going to travel off the back of the park, and so it's a long corner to the USA. Final 90 seconds of the first half, and the United States looking for a second goal and just unable to stay upright. There's Koliachik. Castle trying to feed it down that right-hand line to Katie Reinprecht. Reinprecht takes the free hit, but it's straight at Webster. Webster dropping it out. Julia Reinprecht. Up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Ball forward taken by Whitelock. Whitelock up against Bam. There is Flynn, yeah, who drops it out to Pearce, who rolls it down the line to Mickelson. It's too far in front. Gonzalez. Koliachik. Picked up by Smith. Smith to Mickelson. Mickelson into Flynn. Flynn, just can't keep control. It runs between her legs, and Gonzalez will watch this down. And there is the half-time hooter, and Kelsey Koliachik, the difference between the two, scoring after 9 minutes. New Zealand with most of the pressure, but they haven't scored. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, the United States 1. Well, that means that should it stay like this is how the table would look, and the United States would guarantee themselves a place in the bronze medal match, with Australia and Great Britain to play each other. Great Britain need to win by 3 goals, and that would get them up to 4th place.
Yeah, not a bad first half. The United States just edging it against the Black Sticks thanks to that well-worked goal. We'll have all of the analysis, all the action, straight after the break. Well, this is the real battle to try and get into that bronze medal match. New Zealand against the United States. Cracking atmosphere at the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre, and it's the United States who have the lead after that well-worked move. So, New Zealand edging it on the shots, 11-3, and the circle penetrations and the possession and penalty corners, but they cannot make all that count where it really matters, and that is in the goal category. Don't forget, we have one more game to go after this at 4 o'clock local time. That's Great Britain against Australia. Pushback, as I say, at 4 o'clock. New Zealand a goal down, and earlier the Argentina side lost by 2-0 against the Netherlands. Remember, that's just a dress rehearsal for tomorrow's gold medal match. We reckon Argentina were holding back a little bit in that one. Probably can hear the drummers. We love that at half-time when we can't hear you ourselves, can we, Marsha and Mel? Marsha, New Zealand, lots of huffing and puffing, but really haven't created enough clear-cut chances, have they?
Well, I think the start of the game, when they started getting that penalty corner, that's a clear-cut chance to score, and we've seen them with brilliant penalty corners earlier this week. So I think they'll be disappointed in the execution of that. But as you say, when you have that much possession, when you have that many circle entries, you want to make more of your shots on goal, and I think that's one thing that they're going to need to improve, because this is a do-or-die game.
Yeah, they have created chances, Mel.
Yeah, I think Stacey Mickelson has been outstanding for the Black Sticks.
This is the penalty corner you were talking about, Marsha. It was a good save. But as you say, they're making the circle penetrations, but not really converting it.
Yeah, no, and these are opportunities for them from penalty corners. And I think Anita McLaren has had a much better game for the Black Sticks today. And it just hasn't quite fallen for them. I'm sure it will at some stage, but it's almost their second phase. I mean, Stacey Mickelson there was winding up and probably would have smashed Olivia Merry in the backside as well as taking the ball in. And it's those sort of things, really. It's their second phase that probably hasn't been as good as you would hope it or expect it to be. But I think the good thing for them is that there are positive signs. They are definitely creating chances, but you have to give the USA some credit. They weathered the storm and they've taken pretty much their only opportunity very, very well.
I love the pace that they play at, New Zealand.
Yeah, they do. They play a very fast-paced game, but so do the US. And as you can see, whenever the New Zealanders have an opportunity at shots on goal, there are more USA players in the defensive circle, and then when they get an opportunity to attack, they are just belting to the other end of the field as well. So they're showing true commitment and passion out there, which is what we expected from USA. But they're also defending really well. So while we're critical of New Zealand, I think we've also got to give USA a lot of credit for getting their numbers behind the ball. Yeah,
and when they do get their chances, they have been very efficient in this competition, haven't they, the States?
Yeah, they have. You know, that it's a opportunistic goal, I think. It's poor defending by New Zealand. I think we have to acknowledge that first. How Kelsey College-Achek's got so much time and space in the circle by herself, unmarked, is obviously for Mark Hager to work out. I think Sally Rutherford perhaps could have been slightly more dominating in this particular area and actually almost come through College-Achek's stick. But here it's Katie Bam, her reaction to the ball being there. She wanted it, and it wasn't a massive movement by College-Achek in there, because she probably couldn't believe her luck. I'm stood in the middle, 3 yards out from the circle, and I have nobody marking me.
What I like about this, unlike the first game, there's a lot on this one. Yeah, the chance to play in that bronze medal. You can sense it's going to get a little bit more desperate, a little bit more frantic. Who's going to benefit from that, do you think?
The umpires? Well, they certainly are going to have to be sharp in this game, because we've seen quite a lot of physical challenges out there in this first half, and in the second half I expect a lot more of a physical challenge put up by both teams. They are going to put everything, throw everything at it. New Zealand need to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at USA to get that ball in the back of the net, and USA are just going to have to hang on and absorb the pressure and hang on to their 1-0 lead, or be as efficient and take advantage of another opportunity that they get. So if that's what I predict in the second half.
I think, if it does open up, New Zealand will want that, won't they?
Yeah, definitely. I think New Zealand will want to play something very similar, but USA are fit and they're fast. So two sides here that like to play on the counter-attack, so hopefully we're in for a cracking second half.
Yeah, it'd be great to see the likes of McLaren on it, on the ball, right?
Yeah, we'd like to see her breaking into space and just showing exactly why she holds a record for the 100-metre sprint in that New Zealand hockey team.
Yeah, she made one great break, didn't she? Almost ran the length of the pitch. It's just that final ball, isn't it?
Yeah, and those are the small margins that teams need to get right.
OK, thank you very much indeed. As you can see, the American coach there, he's ready to go. Craig is ready to go. It is pushback time almost now. Both teams ready to go. They're just waiting for the commentary team. So it's over to you, Charlie.
Thanks, Chris. So New Zealand need 2 unanswered goals if they are to give themselves a chance of a second Champions Trophy medal. They won bronze back in 2011. The United States, they're also looking for a second Champions Trophy medal, having won bronze back in 1995. It is the United States skipper, Melissa Gonzalez, who gets us underway in this second half. And Whitmer straight into the attack mode. Ryprecht and looking to Whitmer. Wagowski in there as well. Falls to Ryprecht, who tries to play in Dawson. Dawson. And it's 16. As Bound try to go around the outside. Smith can't get a stick on it, Castle neither, and Ryprecht sees it run away, but eventually it falls to Katie Ryprecht. McLaren up against Gonzalez. Gonzalez nicks the ball off the end of the New Zealand skipper's stick and tries to play it through Cadell. Sharky's not going to run that one down.
No, and I think that's something the USA need to look to do now in the second half, is start to sustain pressure on the New Zealand defence and keep ball higher up the field. Balls like that where you're hoping someone's going to run onto it maybe isn't the best option.
Hayward, the sideline ball closed down by Whitmer. Again, Hayward on the reverse stick. Off for tease, almost falls to Mary. Wrong corner. There goes Fatise. She's got no one in front of it, so Fatise is going to have to go by herself. Fatise wants the free hit. And have to be careful there, New Zealanders. Smith almost takes it away. Sharkey plays it back to feet, sideline ball to New Zealand, or the USA, sorry. To the Ryprecht, up into Wagowski now. Castle to Whitmer, and once again a United States player totally unmarked in the circle. This time though, New Zealand survive.
Great attack there from USA, great ball in from Castle. It's completely different to what you'd expect. You imagine she was just going to play a safe forehand ball, and then that backhand just changed it completely. And as you said, Charlie, just New Zealand giving USA far too much space in that circle. That'll be something that Mark Hager will not be happy about.
Harrison. Free hit to USA. Harrison, Whitelock. Neal, back to Whitelock. Whitelock into the circle. Off Castle on the edge of the circle, long corner. Yeah, into McLaren. Down the corner to Cox. And a penalty corner. Despite the best efforts of the defender, Sophie Cox. It's penalty corner number 5 of the match for New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand just trying to get that long ball across, hit and hope in many ways when you get to that area of the field. But don't want to jinx USA, but they've been fantastic, I think, in penalty corner defence today. The number 1 run in and the blocking in behind has been superb.
McLaren and Neal. McLaren on the right of those three. McLaren, Neal peels away to the right hand side. Whitelock's still there, and it's going to be Whitelock who takes it on the slap, looking for the deflection. It's there and it's wide. Oh, it's a long court. No, it's a free out.
Yeah,
sorry,
I think it's
free
hit the
out.
ball of hit the body of the New Zealand player there. on the way back in. So as he comes out, it's Whitelock who's gone in to slap it this time to try and go for the deflection to Harrison. I mean, good opportunity for Harrison, trying something a bit different there, trying to get something towards goal. Opportunistic. But yeah, once
trying
again,
to improvise, isn't she?
Yeah, improvise. But once again, penalty corner defence has weathered the storm, and USA are looking really sharp in that area.
Well, the sun now shining down. Still rather grey over the stand on the far side of the park. Fidel. Well, that's really good defensive work from Cassold, stepping into the ball. Rogowski moves to that right-hand side where Dawson. Dawson again. Nicholson wins possession back. Free hit for New Zealand, which McLaren is going to take into the circle. Mickelson looking for another penalty corner. Dawson's down on her seat, and it is another penalty corner.
Yeah, good pressure from New Zealand there in the midfield and starting to get higher up the field. I mean, you look at USA in terms of their outlet from defence, and they don't necessarily have a long aerial or a long hit out, so they have to play the ball into those short areas. And when Mickelson can get on the ball higher, I mean, we can see the damage that she can cause.
If you pick a number of transgressions. Clara Neal and Whitelock once again. Whitelock steps forward. McLaren goes aerial, rebound, it's in. And it's Olivia Merry who's celebrating, following up to put the rebound in the net. After Briggs makes the initial save, it rebounded into the danger zone and Merry reacted the faster. And the Black Sticks are back on level terms, just 6 minutes into the second half.
Perfect example here from Mary of how you should react to rebounds. I mean, gets a stick around to the forehand so she can immediately pounce on that one, and that's a great demonstration of what you should be doing in that 5-yard area. That's why coaches talk so much about getting the ball on target for the likes of rebounds like that, and Mary doing a superb job there.
So Olivia Merry gets her second of the competition to give New Zealand hope in this one. A match they have to win, remember, if they want to make it to the bronze medal match. And for all their attack on goal, they probably deserve that one. And they've been sort of ratcheting up the pressure in this second half. Just their third goal from the top of the circle in 19 attempts in this competition. The tease, oops, it's behind Katie Bam. Bam suddenly aware of the ball. McLaren into Rogowski. Rogowski shows good strength. It's moved on, and Sharkey wins the free hit. Sharkey into the circle, still going. Webster's got to be careful going to ground like that. Flynn. Flynn down the line. Rypek though brings that one under control, wins the free hit. Infield hand on by Manley. The tease, trying to play it first time onto that far side to Kolijacek. It's a USA ball.
Yeah, USA need to just start taking extra care now of those balls, particularly in the midfield area. They don't want to be susceptible to a counter-attack from New Zealand.
Reminder of where this now stands. And as you can see, New Zealand need another goal. And Sickle to Julia Rypracht. Fee under all sorts of pressure from Harrison. Plays it up that right-hand side and Cox turns it over. Sophie Cox. Fee steps in again, gives away the free hit. Harrison gets the ball back off Fee stick, has another go, up off Fee stick. Nice individual skill, and it's the long corner. Looking for a deflection, but there's nobody in black near it. Look at the shots there, 16 shots to 3 in favour of New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand is certainly dominated in that area today. USA, I was surprised actually they've had 10 circle entries. It doesn't actually feel that much, but I guess that's due to the fact that they've only had 3 shots from it. But they get into the baseline well, they're just not able to execute and get a shot off, whereas New Zealand are starting to get those shots off, despite the fact that they might not always be the best shots or on target.
Well, the United States yet to win a penalty corner either. Whitelock fires it in. On 16. Straight through the one channel. Finds Katie Rypracht. Rypracht drops it out. And Sickle. Wold loses possession. Webster up to Pearce. Pearce twisting, turning, wins the free hit. McLaren, and it comes. Here's a chance. Shot comes in. Briggs. Oh, she's missed the hit kick, but fortunately for her, Wold was there to get it clear.
I think it was Pearce who found herself in a bit of space there in the circle, and maybe he should have gone for the push or something towards goal rather than taking time to try and get that hit off. But Briggs, either way, was caught off guard.
The weight was right in the back foot. Here's a chance though. Cox trying to get it onto the open side stick and smacked clear by Katie Rypracht. Here's this chance again.
Yeah, you see Pearce getting the hit off there. The defender doing well to get a little touch on it, but Briggs all her weight on her back foot.
Cassold has picked up a knock. And she's going to hobble off. Craig Parnell will be hoping that this isn't too serious, but she looks in some pain, does Michelle Cassold.
Just aside the knee. She's been good today for USA, Cassold. She's been very secure in ball possession and going forward.
And Sickle up off the stick of Smith. Rypracht uses out. Smith can get her head up. Kelsey Smith looking for the run of Harrison, but the ball towards Harrison is touched by an American stick. It's back with Hayward. But Hayward trying to make something happen for New Zealand. Whitelock behind Webster, but now Webster has a chance to run. Webster on the reverse stick, over the top.
You can see a more conscious effort from New Zealand though when they regain possession in an area. They're trying to transfer it to the opposite side, and that's twice now a ball's gone through and they've had an opportunity to go towards goal and take a shot.
Alan Cummins, yellow cap in the picture. Yeah. Coach of the Hockey Roos, the Australian women's team. Kolyachik up against Neil, still Kolyachik. Kolyachik to the edge of the circle off the foot of Whitelock. Rypracht chops it out. Manley into Olgowski, but it's a free hit to New Zealand, which they take quickly. Nicholson wins another free hit. Nicholson, a bit of a lazy ball, which Fatih almost picks off. It falls kindly for Nicholson, and then good steal on the edge of the circle. Hayward. Still going Hayward. I want that further back. Hayward must have been wondering why no one was coming towards it to make the tackle. Ball not taken from the right place, outside. Yeah, 23.
Each time New Zealand has set up for a free hit in that 23, they haven't looked to have many options.
Well, it's on the baseline now. Can they get it across the face of goal? No, they can't. And off the foot of Sophie Cox.
Good ball in the inside channel, just getting a little touch on that to get it to the baseline. And yeah, I don't know, number 25 there, Smith, going too far across the goal, I think, for coaches liking. You wanted to stay more central so she could potentially open up and widen the goal for herself to get a shot off.
McLaren, here is Smith trying to, well no, it's going to run kindly for New Zealand. Cadell just dispossessed and dropped out by Bam. And Cox is going to pick up a card. Sophie Cox picks up her first card of the tournament. There she is. Green card for Sophie Cox. Two balls on the park. Flynn. And there is the three-quarter time hooter, and it is the quarter that has seen New Zealand get back on level terms. Olivia Merry turning in the rebound at a penalty corner, and with 15 minutes to go, it's New Zealand 1, United States 1. So Sarah, better from New Zealand, getting some results from all their effort.
Yeah, especially off this corner. I mean, great work from Olivia Merry to get that one into the back of the net. Great response, you know, great reactions. This is exactly what you'd want to see from your forward in that area, that they're, you know, low to the ground in the position, and you can see her stick has gone from being on the reverse trying to get the deflection to on her forehand to put that one away. Just comes off the leading edge of Briggs's glove. She was trying to deflect it around the post, wasn't she? And it just hit the side of the glove and rebounded straight back into the middle. But the United States, you feel, got to show a little bit more. I think if they sit back, they might get unpicked by New Zealand in this final quarter. And Craig Parnham asking for one last big push from his team. And New Zealand ready to go. There is a shot from the wire cam. There it is. It goes from corner to corner. You can see.
and giving you some great shots of the pitch here at the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre as we prepare for the final 15 minutes of this penultimate pool match at the 2016 Women's Hockey Champions Trophy. New Zealand won, United States won. Just to remind you that New Zealand must win this game. The draw for the United States will be enough to see them in the bronze medal match. So do you think the United States have got to show a bit more attacking flair in this last quarter?
Well, I was just thinking, I wonder how they approach the final quarter, given that they only need a draw to get through, but certainly are pressing on forward to try and get that second goal and to get the win in this game. I think at some point they'll certainly have to step off and not be so aggressive in their press to try and contain New Zealand.
Well, drops it out to Dawson and gets it back again. Here is Dawson. Shielding the ball with a stick. That's the call from Carolina de la Fuente.
See New Zealand put Mickelson much higher up the pitch again now. Got her in the forward line, and we've seen what havoc she can create up there.
Cadell loses possession, Rypracht. Mickelson. Free hit to New Zealand.
Just wonder if that's a moment there for New Zealand to just take a quick free hit. Now USA are back and they set up. I just think Mickelson needs to be calling, give me that ball so I can get going on this.
Well, here is Cox spinning, and good work from Filgalski getting her body between player and ball. Oh, it's been stolen back though by Mickelson. And Filgalski gets it out of the danger zone for the time being. Down the line it goes, and well, there's nobody in red, although Rypracht is trying to make a lot of ground. Katie Rypracht up the middle of the park. Some space here. Here is Rypracht, who plays it onto the foot of Brooke Neal. Wins the free hit. Rypracht still going into the circle it comes. And Brooke Neal, and it's the first penalty corner of the match for the United States of America as it hits Brooke Neal.
Great persistence in there from USA, really driven to try and get something out of this opportunity. Great work in there to get that onto the foot of Neal and get that corner.
Up off the stick of Brooke Neal onto the arm now. They look for an option off the top of the circle, or is it going to be a straight shot at goal? Dawson, number 8. And the tees on the left-hand castle with Fee stopping. And it comes, and it's gone to Dawson. Dawson with the flick, and just was a good save.
Yeah, cracking
by
save.
Rutherford. She just got entangled with the American player coming in on a post. Oh, in fact, it's got caught in the helmet. Well, here's another chance on the reverse stick across the face of goal. Rutherford makes the save, and so she's leaning backwards. The gloves come off. McLaren, and this is better from the United States.
Yeah, great interception in midfield there from Filgalski. I mean, the interception was perfect and allowing herself then to find some space to play into the circle.
Sharkey gives away the free hit. Ortiz trying to disrupt Smith and do just that.
Yeah, Batista's very good at getting in the way, isn't she? Very good at getting back, working hard to get back and close the space down.
Fired in, all the way through. Into Falkowski just shifts it.
Good
to the
confidence from USA
Yep.
there to play that in and get it out. As we mentioned earlier, they haven't really got the aerial ball over, so they have to play short, and doing extremely well there.
Well, the USA open up their Olympic campaign against Argentina on Saturday, August the 6th, so 42 days away as Nicholson comes into the circle, but it's another good defensive tackle, this time from Manley. Out wide to Whitmer. Whitmer up against Gunson. Good pass in to Gonzalez. Long corner.
Certainly direct, aren't they, the USA, when they get possession, and that comes from the person in midfield or the other forward working really hard to get in front of the ball to give a higher option.
I talked about USA's first game. New Zealand open their accounts 6 weeks tomorrow against Korea. Here is Mary on the spin, 16. Here's the penalty corner. And just here, you can see Bam getting right on Rutherford's eye there.
Oh, wow.
It's quite it has to be a really specific angle to get your stick.
Yeah, I've never seen that, actually.
That.
I mean, penalty corner attack is certainly something USA have been working hard on.
Whitelock's picked up a knock on the knee. And she's okay to continue. Rypracht into Bam, who runs into the back of Gunson, almost falls over. Katie Bam will take this just outside the circle. Bam, up off the stick of Gunson into Gunson's body. Play on. McLaren, Merry. Fee, oh, good work by Fee. Still going, Fee, and she gives away the free hit.
Oh, she's unlucky. Fee doing extremely well there to win back the ball, and some nice skills as well.
Nicholson on from Cadell. Chance here, perhaps across it comes. What an important sliding touch that was. We've had a number of those, haven't they, in the United States. Cassold in particular has cleared well on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I think she's been good today, as I said earlier, and I think USA are extremely good at getting numbers back. I mean, they're a real physical team. They work extremely hard on their fitness in the gym as well as hockey, and you can see that in their appearance, but it enables them in games like this to just keep on running and keep getting back.
Here's a chance for Harrison on the reverse stick. Solid save from Briggs as Merry and Fee end up in the net together. This is Whitmer onto the stick of Harrison. It's behind.
Yeah, good opportunity here. Nice shot off, nice early shot. As you can see, Harrison there, full stretch off her left foot, making it difficult for the goalkeeper to know when it's coming. But Briggs doing really, really well, and I think she's been much better today and yesterday, or the day before, than I've seen in this tournament. Growing with confidence.
Sharkey can't keep it in play. Kayla Whitelock is stepping up the park. She's sort of, well, she was in the middle of the midline. She's now dropped into the back line as I say it.
No, but typically if Kayla Whitelock's higher up the field, you know, she's very good at creating opportunities and shifting play. She doesn't always play down the same channel. She's got very good vision and able to pass the ball as well. So she's a real weapon for them when she's higher up the field.
Into Webster's stick, and this is Smith. Here is Whitelock. Whitelock, little look up, fires it in. Another really, really important stop in the middle of the park for the United States. Here goes Sharkey down the other end. Wins the free hit. Cassold fires it in. Little touch from Whitmer. And she's having a little get to with Cadell. Cassold. Fogalski. Cassold. Still going, Cassold. Wins the free hit outside. And it's the USA free hit. Dawson. Oh, little ball over the top, a bit of a waste really. Whitelock picking it up. Driving into that space in the middle of the park. Webster takes it up. New Zealand need to find a goal. What stage do they pull Rutherford?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We've had this discussion a couple of times this week, and I think it's a great opportunity to try it. I mean, particularly as this is really a tournament where you can try things and learn from those things if they go wrong, ready for the Olympics later on this summer.
Dawson. McLaren still going into the circle. There's no one in black attacking that far post. Taken quickly by the United States. Here is Gonzalez. She's got runners in front of her. Oh, 3 of them in fact, so they're really going for this, the United States. They're, what, 4.5 minutes away from the bronze medal match in the Champions Trophy, and they're trying to find another goal. Another goal they don't need. Smith in round the back, pulls it to the top of the circle. McLaren, and she snatched at it and pulled it across the face of goal.
Yeah, there's 2 things, isn't there, at the moment? I mean, like you say, here's the opportunity first. We'll talk about Smith coming in on the baseline and good defence for USA, but at what point do USA sit back and realise we just need a draw for this game to get us to the bronze medal playoff? And secondly, for New Zealand, as you say, Charlie, when do they pull that goalkeeper and give them a chance? Even if it doesn't come off today, they will have done it and have had experience of it, ready for the Olympics if they need to do it then.
Well, there's nobody holding a bib on the New Zealand bench, so it's not imminent, you feel. Touch on, and running this one down, or trying to, is Bam, and she's kept it in play. Good work from Katie Bam. Katie Bam along the goal line, still going. Bam trying to win the penalty corner, but she wins the long corner, and that's a really good hard grab that's appreciated by the crowd here.
Yeah, it kind of epitomises the culture of USA, doesn't it, that they absolutely work hard to run everything down and believe.
Taking this one as slowly as possible. Gonzalez goes round Webster, pulls it back into Ryprecht, and Hayward wins for a ball, and New Zealand are going to take their keeper off. Here it comes now. The answer is with 2:50 remaining on the clock, and on comes Ella Gunson with the bib.
I mean, a lot of teams put a kicking back on, but actually how well do they use that extra player? So it'd be interesting to see now what tactics New Zealand have, given that they've got an extra player on the field.
And it's a penalty corner. Sometimes they, well, here's a lesson, right? It's change your keeper when you have possession at 16.
Yeah,
don't change it when they've got a free hit,
yeah,
just inside your own half.
Yeah, and it's really simple things like that. I mean, you know, coaches and players pour hours over video looking at the marginal gains, and that's something in a game that really makes a difference. When you have possession, substitute your players, not when you're not within possession. And the same example right here.
Right, so Rutherford walks round, and the gloves and the helmet are going on. Is it Brooke Neal? Yeah, Brooke Neal is going to have to take a central role, lucky her. Dawson, real opportunity here for the United States to wrap this one up with 2:40 remaining in the game. In it comes, it's for T, slaps it goalwards. Neal with a super stop. Really good stop from Brooke Neal. penalty corner. We're going to refer it anyway.
Yeah, so ball coming in there, and does that hit the body or the stick?
Well, it's off the stick of Neil onto the body of the runner on the post.
There we go, yeah. But Neil doing extremely well there, and I mean, what an opportunity for her to experience having to put the helmet on and be out there.
Runs the clock down just a little bit more. In it comes, goes to Dawson. Dawson off Mickelson, the #1 runner. It's a long corner, is it? Yeah, it must be. Good work from Brooke Neal. The tease. Tease playing it up the line to Kolijajczyk. Mickelson has possession, but she needs the possession at the other end of the park. Bam. McLaren. Full-length dive from Smith, keeps it alive. Here is Webster. They've got two players right up high up the park. It's got all the way across and into the body of... I won't count. It was into the body of Pearce off the kicker of Briggs.
Yeah, I was watching the movement of Pearce on there. I mean, great angle from you, the aerial view, but you can see Pearce, she's far too eager to go too soon, and she just needs to be a bit more patient there. She's gone down early, and she's really wide of the goal.
Well, New Zealand have certainly pushed their players up because it's 3-on-3 at the back. Crash ball across, they've got a man over here. And Kolijajczyk gets it in front of goal, but Hayward is there. And a penalty corner for the United States with 59 seconds left on the clock.
Great stuff from USA. They seem to have found another gear since New Zealand took their goalkeeper off. A real persistence in there from Kolijajczyk. And this moment here, okay, she doesn't get the shot off, but watch the tackle she puts in now at this moment. Perfect tackle from a forward. That's exactly what you want. Both hands on the ground and really, really strong in there.
So Neil again has the helmet on. New Zealand needs something special here to find that second goal. But a goal for the USA will put them in the bronze medal match here. The tease slaps it goalwards. Brooke Neal's there again. And the crowd are appreciating the efforts of the New Zealand #9. The tease. Here goes Vitiz. Whitelock comes over the top and gives away the free hit. Vitiz won't be too quick with this. Quicker than anticipated.
Yeah, I know, they're interesting, aren't they? USA need to just be sensible now, get their most skillful players on the ball, like in Vitesse. Same as what we saw from Liedewij Benthel with the Netherlands the other day. Just run the clock down.
Here is Dawson. Free hit to the United States. Vitiz gets away from one inside the final 10 seconds. It should be enough, but they want the goal here, and they've got the penalty corner.
Great work, great combination from USA. I mean, all credit to them. You've got to applaud the way they're playing and not wanting to just keep the ball in the corner. It's what most coaches would expect, and it's mostly what's asked of you as a player to do, but they've gone all out here to get the win.
Flurry of activity in the crowd as everyone sort of puts their jackets on as the clouds up once again. Well, there's 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got everybody par 2 players up on the circle edge here. United States. They obviously feel that they can kill the game. They don't need to commit this many people forward. It's Dawson. And again, Brooke Neal with a wonderful piece of defensive work. But it's all in vain. That is the full-time hooter, and Mark Hagar's team, I'm afraid from a New Zealand perspective, are going to be in the 4th, 5th playoff match. They couldn't find the second goal, but congratulations to the United States of America, because the draw puts them in the bronze medal match and they have a shot of reaching the podium here. Who they'll play, well, we'll know that after the final game, which sees Australia take on Great Britain. Brooke Neal had a good shift in at the end as kicking back, made some excellent saves on the line as the last line of defence, and just gets a little little tap from the coach, but all in vain for the Black Sticks, I'm afraid. They couldn't find the second goal, and the draw is good enough for the United States. The final score, New Zealand 1, the USA 1.